Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I wanted to do a quick update on my reading journal. So I have, as you can see, two little notebooks here that I kind of want to quickly go over. So this top gray notebook was my original reading journal for 2024. I have a video of me kind of talking about this, which I'll try to link above, but it essentially is just a Hobonichi notebook. It's a grid little notebook, and I was planning on using this. I even had some like little front covers printed out to have a picture of all of the books that I read, along with my star rating and some like quick little notes that I had on those books. That quickly, as you can see, it didn't quite turn out the way I anticipated. So in March, pretty much stopped using this, which is very upsetting, but sometimes things just don't work out like you envision in your head. So as of April, I actually have a new reading journal that I think I like. Actually, I know that I like so much better. And I think it's just because it's a pre-built reading journal from Clever Fox. So this is not sponsored by Clever Fox. I get no monetary anything for talking about this. I do have a coupon code though. So if you would like to get something from Clever Fox, not just a reading journal, they have, workout journals, they have regular journals, they have so many planners on their website. So there's probably something for you. If you go to their website, you'll probably find something that you would like. But I have a code for Clever Fox. So if you would like to shop on their website, definitely make sure you take advantage of that. Again, I get nothing out of using that code, but it's there in case you want it. So this is my Clever Fox reading journal. And I want to really quickly kind of flip through the journal, what I'm using it for, like how I'm using it, what I am doing, what I'm not doing, and all that kind of stuff. So I wanted to do a quick walkthrough just in case this might be something that you would like. So the first page we have is an index. I will say for typical readers, this might be perfect for you. However, for me, my reading goal for 2024 is 120 books. This reading journal will only capture 60. So it is only set up for 60 spreads. So if you are like me and you read a lot, I wanted to go ahead and throw that out as a disclaimer. This book that I'm looking at right now only has spots for 60 books. Just as a heads up, wanted to let you know. So we have your index. It has the page that you're going to find your book on and your star rating. So that is the first two pages. You have a reading log, and this is another where I had to kind of maneuver and make little adjustments to the reading journal as it stands, because for instance, the month of March, I read 12 books. There is only spots, if you go straight across, there's only spots for 8 books. So what I ended up doing is splitting them straight down the middle, and that way it gives me at least 16 spots for me to use for each month. So that was another little adjustment I had to make because I do read more than I used to. We do have a daily reading tracker, which I do like. This allows me to visually see that I'm reading every single day. Or maybe I'm not reading every single day, and you'll see kind of like the gaps of, where things happen and you just don't get to reading. And I smudged it, which makes me very upset. Then we have the next little page is the books to read. So these are the books that I've already kind of identified that I want to read. And I do have a couple of notes as to like, I've already pre-ordered that book. This book I want to read, but I have not purchased it or pre-ordered it yet. So I have something that lists some of the books that I'm wanting to read within the next year. And then I'll add to it, obviously, as the year progresses. The next page is basically, it's kind of a culmination of what's going to be in the next few pages. So you have the book that you read, the start date, and the finish date. I am not using this because I don't really think it's beneficial to me as the type of reader that I am. This is not really a beneficial spread. But if that would be something that you would like to see, you have that option. And now you're going to get into the actual spreads. So you have 2 pages per book. So you have the very top part, which is I think the part that I like the most, is this little section here. So you have page count, you have the title, the author, whether it's fiction, nonfiction, the genre, and then you have the day you started reading, the day you finished reading, and then the year the book was published. And then you have this nice little graphic, which I adore. There's 6 different pies in this graphic. So you have enjoyment, writing, characters, plot, readability, and settings. And what this does is it allows you to kind of gauge how well you like those 6 different categories in this book. I think this is very beneficial for me visually to see kind of what I think the rating should be. So for instance, if the readability was really, really low, this would probably be a 2 or a 1, because obviously it is the lowest little bucket that it possibly can be. But because it was very easy to read, I had this part was a little bit higher than the rest, and so I just ended up giving it an overall 3 stars. So if you have issues trying to figure out, like, should you give it a 3 stars, a 2 star, a 1 star, a 4 star, if you just don't know what your ranking is, I think this visual will really help you nail down like how much you actually enjoyed your book. So this part right here, I love this, specifically this. I'm all about visuals. So other than this, you do have 4 questions, which sometimes I answer and sometimes I don't. You'll see some other books that I just don't have really anything in here. But you have a question. The first question is, what did you think of the book and what will you take away from it? Second question is, what was the aim of the book and how well did the author fulfill it? Third question is, would you recommend this book to others? Who is a target audience? And then the last little question is a 1-sentence book review. So you have this on this page, and then on the right side of the page is basically just a blank notebook for you to fill out thoughts, notes, basically your little space to do whatever you need to regarding that book. So that is the overall spread. But you can tell a book that I like by this layout. So what I've really enjoyed is I like to have pictures of the books that I enjoy. I enjoy going onto Pinterest, looking to see how other people have kind of set up boards on that particular book. And if there's anything that really draws my eye and it lets me remember what happened in that book the best, I print it out on A5 paper and I tape it in. So the problem that I have with books is I read a lot of books, but I have a horrible habit of I can read a book, love the book, and as soon as I close the book and put it on my bookshelf, I'll forget literally everything. Couldn't remember the characters' names. Couldn't remember, I have the general gist maybe of what happened in the story, but I forget everything. And I don't know. I try to read slow. I try to read with audiobooks. Like, I don't know what it is. I have the hardest time like keeping everything in my brain that went on in that book. However, if I have a picture associated with it, it clicks much better. So for the books that I do enjoy, I'll end up finding pictures in it. So for instance, Twisted Lies. I will remember Stella was a social media person. She was trying to get to 1 million subscribers to kind of keep her competitive in what she wanted to do for her career. So you have up here her little Instagram with her name, her followers, all that kind of stuff. You have the picture of the book, so that way I remember it's green, and if I need to go back to my bookshelf, I'll know what it looks like. Then you have all these little pictures of kind of what happened in the book. You have the butterflies. You have pictures like with him with his back shown. You have the like little quotes and things like that. This helps me so much. So that is this piece right here, and having a full page of just blankness really, really, really sets me up for success when it comes to remembering how I felt about the book and what the book was about. So we're really going to quickly go through the month of April because all of the things that I have in here are for the month of April. So we have Twisted Lies, A Curse for True Love, And I honestly, what I also like about this is I completely forgot Evangeline has pink hair. I don't know what it is when I read, my brain takes over and I, in my head, have characters that don't look like the way they're supposed to be portrayed, that the author said that they look like. So I like to have these pictures because then it really helps me kind of visualize what that person actually is supposed to look like and not what my brain made them look like. Then we have Archer's voice. So you have Bree and Archer. And the Almond Joy Bouquet, so sweet, cutting hair, so much. We have If He Had Been With Me. I did not like this book enough to where I wanted to pick out a picture of it. It was something that I was kind of upset with at the end, and it just wasn't a book that I was excited about. So no picture. You have Ella and Beckett from The Last Letter. This book angered me. I know I've mentioned this book many times in several videos. Angered me so much. I need someone to tell me that it angered you as much as it angered me, because I have a hate for the way that this book ended. It could have ended at 85%. Just cut out the last, I don't know, 60 pages and it's a perfect book. But The Last Letter, When in Rome, again, it was a book that I enjoyed, but it wasn't something I really wanted to remember what the characters looked like. It was just a really quick Sarah Adams romance and nothing that I really needed to have a separate picture on. Belladonna. This is where I said sometimes I don't answer the questions. Sometimes I just don't honestly feel like it. But I have the picture, so at least, and the graphic here, so I can remember what the story was about and kind of, how I felt about it using these two visuals. Saving Six, Joey and Aoife. Loved the book. Redeeming Six, again, Joey and Aoife loved this book even more than Saving Six. And then we have The Cheat Sheet, which again, another quick little Sarah Adams book. Nothing that I was really excited about. This book I started in April, but I didn't finish it until May, and I have not, well, the rest of this is for the month of May. But that is my reading journal update for the month of April. This is something that I think is going to be really good for those people who might want to start documenting their reading, but they don't really have some place to start. I think this is an amazing tool to keep you organized, remember the books that you read, what you felt about them, and all that kind of stuff. So you have, Clever Fox has this wonderful reading journal. I do also at the end, actually, it gives you like how it works, like the different spreads on how you can do things. But you also have a couple of sticker sheets that come with the planner. So you have, if you want to put some stickers down for your feelings on any particular book, you have that as well. And then you have this little pocket that you can keep things in as well. But that is my reading journal. So this is the planner that I will end up using for the rest of 2024 until I fill it up, and then we will see what I end up doing once this is complete. But with that is everything that I have for this video. Again, if you would be interested in trying out any Clever Fox materials or products, definitely make sure you check out the description box down below. I do have a coupon code for you to use. And with that, thank you so much for watching. If you have not subscribed, please make sure you do so. I would greatly appreciate it, and I will see everybody in my next video. Bye.